Hi there, ladies, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Starting Over with Marta. And if you're new here, I'm Marta. I'm a certified life coach, and I help professional ladies just like you who have recently left a toxic relationship or who may still be in a toxic relationship go from feeling lost and emotionally drained to achieving wholeness and alignment with their divine purpose. And so today, before we jump in, a couple quick things. I do want to offer you one-to-one coaching sessions absolutely free. Those are 30-minute sessions. If you need coaching on your specific situation, if you need personalized support and strategy and healing, go ahead and use the link below. Those sessions are very limited. And so you want to go ahead and grab them while they are available. Also, make sure you download the free course, Signs It's Time to Go. I am nearing the final updates. I'm sure you guys probably noticed a few changes on my website. So the links should be back up and working. You don't have to email me for any of the free resources anymore. You can go right to the website. But please note that we are still working on it. So I paid to totally reconfigure that. So anyway, anything that you need, those links are in the description. If you have been confused or questioning your relationship or wondering if you should make a tough choice, that course will help you to get clarity fast. So let's go ahead and dive in. Everything you need is in the description. Go ahead and download it today. All right. So today is day 5 of the series, Financial Manipulation 101. And we are ending this series with something powerful. 5 steps to reclaim your power after financial manipulation. You might feel drained or ashamed or angry or disappointed in yourself, but I want you to hear me clearly because like I said, I coach this because I live this. You can rebuild, you can recover, and you can rise stronger than you've ever been. So let's get into it. Let's go there. All right. So here's step 1. You have to tell yourself the truth. Okay? You have to tell yourself the truth, but without shame. It's okay. You know, the first step to reclaiming your power is honesty. We know that John 8:32 tells us you should know the truth and the truth shall make you free. We want to be free. Okay? Freedom feels good. It feels so good. So the first step to reclaiming your power is honesty, not excuses, not denial, not minimizing, not spiritual bypassing. It's honesty. Okay. You can't heal what you are still pretending isn't hurting you. So you have to be willing to say, I was used. I was manipulated. I carried what wasn't mine. I lost myself trying to save someone. That level of truth takes courage. It is freeing, but it is also the foundation of your healing. I want to give you some spiritual context. I want you to go to, well, I just said it, 8:32, John 8:32. And it says, you will know the truth and the truth shall set you free. So freedom doesn't begin with leaving them. It begins with telling the truth to yourself. Okay. Honesty is not about blame. It's about clarity, and it's the clarity. That's what disrupts the manipulation. Okay. So let's talk about step 2. Step 2 is rebuilding your identity and self-worth, because financial manipulation, it can mess with your identity. It attacks your identity because it makes you believe that you are only valuable when you are giving, that you have to earn love through sacrifice, and that your worth comes from what you provide. And so now it's time to rebuild who you are outside of what you can do for others, because that's not what love is. And so you rebuild your identity through affirming who you are in God, through revisiting your gifts, your strengths, your talents, your calling, your purpose, reconnecting with your desires and your goals, and also making sure that your boundaries are there and not apologizing for them, and reclaiming your voice in every aspect of your life. Okay. Because God says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So your value is God authored, and no manipulator can decrease it, and no man can increase it. Okay? Your value comes from the Lord above. Okay? So ask yourself, who were you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Okay? Who were you before you start carrying somebody else's life on your back? Who are you now? Are you the same person? Are you becoming someone? Are you going back to who you were? Are you becoming someone else? Okay? So, step 3. Reestablish your financial stability, your financial safety and stability. This takes a couple things. It's practical and spiritual, because financial manipulation, it doesn't just drain you emotionally, it drains your resources. So you have to take your financial power back. So to do that, you're going to have to create a new budget without him in the picture. Okay, I'm going to just pause and let you take that in for a minute. Open a separate bank account if you need to. Begin to track your spending honestly. And stop financially rescuing everyone. Start saving again, even in small amounts. And then you need to unsubscribe from guilt-based giving. Okay? And if you need to, seek some financial counseling, because there's nothing wrong with that. If you need some guidance, Find someone who's qualified being the key, because you can't, somebody who is not financially stable, or who's not doing well financially, they can't advise you if they're not living in it themselves. Okay, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, is because it was like I'm seeing so many, or I would see so many experts. Is very honestly, if I'm just really thinking, I only know of one relationship expert who is living in what he speaks. Just one. I only know of one. It's like the rest, a lot of those so say gurus out there, or those experts out there, those giving relationship advice, are living immorally, not living in the way God designed. They're not walking in what God designs dating should be, or what God designs marriage should be in, or even in their own healing. And so that's one of the things that motivated me to create this channel. So whoever you get advice or coaching from, they need to be actually walking and living in what they need to be practicing what they preach. Okay, bottom line. So I want to give you some scriptural context. Go to Proverbs 21:20, because when we're talking about restructuring our finances, we have to base it on scripture. And it says, the wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. So God calls you to be a steward. Okay, He didn't call you to be drained. Now I want to ask you, what do you think your financial life would look like if you stopped covering for people who refuse to cover their own self? What would your financial life look like then? I can tell you, as someone who has been through it, that, oh my goodness, it's so much better. Trust me, you can get to the other side of that. You can get to the other side. I was there. I lived it. I did it. Like I said, in that relationship, after, and even after that relationship, immediately after, I couldn't buy bubblegum on credit. It took all of the years of the separation. It took all of that time in order to even start to turn my credit situation around. Okay. And so now, things are looking up. I got credit cards back in circulation again, different things. My credit situation has turned around, but it took work. It took strategic work. And then I'm gonna have to show you guys. I'm gonna take you guys out. Those of you who are in the Heal Society, to see that the Lord is good, and He blesses those who diligently seek Him, and He blesses those who are obedient to His word, and who are living a pure life. A lot of people, a couple of people and these are just like random, a couple, I'm very private, and I don't really tell people, what my situation necessarily is. I mean, YouTube is different. Y'all, those of you who subscribe to my channel, y'all know my situation, but like in the outside world, I don't just go around telling people what I've been through. That's not something that I do. I tell my YouTube people, but just randomly to go around telling people, everyday people. But the couple of people who do know, one person asked me, well, dang, Marta, you ain't been out in 2 years, because that's how long I was separated. Like, you haven't been nowhere in 2 years. And I was like, no, nothing more than like going out with friend girls or just, taking myself out. No, I have been healing. I did not date. I did not entertain men, because I was still separated. And separated is not, the covenant is still there. You are still married. So I did it God's way. And I'm very happy that I did that. And so when you do things God's way, God has an order. When you do it His way, you are rewarded. And not only that, but God begins to open doors. Let me tell y'all something. Join the Hill Society. Join the Hill Society, because you will see doors open that you never would think would open. Okay? Join the Hill Society so I can tell y'all all about it. All right. So anyway, let me get back. I'm off task. I'm all off focus. I'm starting to go down the rabbit hole. Okay. Step 4, close the door spiritually, emotionally, and practically, because you cannot heal what you keep the door open for. You have to reclaim your power, and you must close all access points. No more checking on them. No more rescuing. No more confident conversations. No more I miss you allowances. You have to close practical access. Block if necessary. Change passwords. Stop being available. Remove access to your home and your money and your time. And you have to understand that financial abusers can drain your spirit. They drain your spirit, not just your wallet. So you need to pray over your peace in your home and stay in prayer regarding your decisions and actually take action on your decisions. Okay? So Proverbs 4:23 tells us to guard your heart, because it determines the course of your life. So you have to guard your heart, and that means guarding your access points. That means boundaries. Okay? Step 5. Reconnect with God's vision for your life. Once a manipulator is removed, you finally have space to remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember what God called you to do and what season you are truly in and what you deserve. Because manipulators take up spiritual space where peace should live. And once they're gone, God steps back into His rightful position as your source. And let me tell you something, as somebody who being on the other side of this, I am living this right now. I am seeing the doors being opened. Doors that were once closed are being opened. Okay? Go to Job 2:25. It's because in there it says, I will restore to you the years the locust has eaten. God restores. God restores what manipulation tried to steal. So now is the time for you to begin to dream again. What are the dreams that you had? Take those dust that dream shelf off. Take those dreams off the shelf. Okay, what's the purpose? What are the things that you were called to do, that you were called to be doing, that you are not doing? It's that time for you to hope again, plan again, build again, become again. Okay, you are not broken. You are rebuilding. You are healed. You are thriving. Okay, allow me to speak some life over you right now. So I want you to journal. Go ahead and grab your journal. If you don't have the Thrive, Redeemed, and Restored journal, you can get it. It is absolutely free. It's in the description. Remember, we write the questions down, we reflect, and then we answer the questions. Journaling does accelerate your healing, so you definitely need to be journaling, ladies. I preach that every single video. Journal. Okay. So, what is one area of your life that you are now ready to reclaim, restore, or rebuild after being drained? That is your question for today. I want you to answer honestly. Okay, so I know that this series was probably a little rough. You know, it was even rough for me. It was even rough for me to give it because I had to share. You know, I had to share what I actually experienced. It. I actually did it. You know, like I said, I coached this because I lived this. I've been through this. That's why I coached this. And so but you are ready for healing. You know, if you made it to this last day, that alone is a sign of strength. Because I feel like because I made it through this day to this day, it's a sign of strength. And you are ready to keep healing. So if you feel like you need some more support, go ahead and grab a session. They are absolutely free, 30 minutes, and then download the courses, download some of those resources that's on the site, and then don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with somebody else who needs this series. And then I want you to comment, I'm reclaiming my power. Put that in the comments below, so I know that you're about to step into a new level. You're about to step into a new level of wisdom and discernment and self-worth. And guess what? I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. So I want you to keep going, keep moving forward, make good choices, make those better choices. Remember, God loves you, I love you, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next series. I don't really know what it is yet, so I can't even give you a preview because I haven't even thought about it. So I apologize that this video was a little late, but I got it up for you. So I will see y'all on the next series. See you guys Monday.